What is up, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It has brought, to my attention that I have accepted the truth when it comes to being a passport bro in Asia, and that's the fact that you have to date and have you have to date within your class because that's just how Asian dating standards are. Like for example, I'll use myself as an example. I am a Lao, half Thai American, right? And with the color of my skin, my facial features, it would be best to find a partner in the southern part of Thailand, right? Or Isan Thai for better terms. 9 times out of 10, I will most likely find a partner in that area or the southern province of Laos, right? Because when you go to the central or the northern part of Thailand or Laos, you will soon realize that it's much harder for an individual like me to find a partner. And I don't know, this is just my personal experience. I don't know if I'm just like too intimidating, it's a language barrier, or I'm just not their type. I'm just gonna assume it's all of that, right? Because when I went to Asia, I wasn't trying to lead with my wallet, and I feel like that is the biggest issue when it comes to being a passport bro. Is that you're going to different countries and leading with your wallet, and you already know and assume that because these underdeveloped countries don't have the resources as much as you do, you think they will just fall on your lap and be a groupie around you, right? That they give you that celebrity effect. Because that's what these social media influencers want you to believe when you go to these countries. But in reality, when you lead with your wallet, it's the same concept of going to a dealership and assuming you will have a reliable vehicle after the interaction or the transaction, right? Between you and this woman or many women. What you have to understand is that you can't lead with your wallet in Asia because these women are very smart. They're very street smart, especially. They will know if you were a loser back at home and you are compensating with your wallet. So they'll play along and they'll understand what you want. But in reality, they're just playing the long game. Unless you cough up a large sum of money in the beginning to, validate yourself as a financial reliable provider, right? Which you do whatever you want to do with your money. I'm just saying that if you plan on leading with your wallet in these countries, don't be mad when you get played and rinse and act like she was a terrible person. Because in reality, if you were in her situation or her shoes, you would do the same thing. This is just how human nature works. This is survival of the fittest. And she sees you as a meal ticket because you're literally handing out food that she hasn't seen for months on days. And I don't mean it as an offensive way. I'm just saying you're doing more than you have to. When in reality, all you have to do is just be yourself, show respect, and understand social cues and boundaries. But most people who go to these countries are trying to rush into a relationship so they can build that attachment within the woman, or they already have that attachment with the woman, and so that way they can feel better about themselves. But as I digress, the class system is amongst the skin color of who you are as an individual, right? I hate to say it. And regardless of who you are as an individual of skin color, you know, they don't discriminate. They don't discriminate. They watch your actions. They watch who you are as an individual. And if you don't have no backbone, you don't have no character amongst yourself, right? Or you're just out here just trying to talk to every woman you see, they'll pick it up and they'll know. Believe me, they will know. Whether you're like 2,000 miles away or you're like 5 miles down the road, they will know. But overall, understand that the class system, it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker because you yourself can get lucky. 100%. I'm just telling you what I experience and what I know. Luck plays a part on how you feel about the situation. If you believe that I'm wrong and I'm just full of BS, try it out for yourself. And if it doesn't work out, you can always resort to what, I said in the beginning, going off of your class. But overall, there are plenty of women to choose from in Asia. Plenty of women. Plenty of loyal women, plenty of good women. Don't ever let the bad apples ruin your day or ruin your life. Just know that there's no rush for anything. Do not try to lead with your wallet, and respect the culture and respect the boundaries. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.